Alright, so I'd like to mention where I'm at with the van. Actually put in a transmission cross member with rubber mounts. Can't really see it. Get up in there. There it is. It shifts a whole lot better. The transmission doesn't wiggle around as I'm driving, so it's nice. But for now, this thing is so unbearably loud to drive, I'm going to go deaf. As you can see in my seat, I've got earmuffs. This thing is excruciatingly loud. It's awful. It's probably the loudest vehicle in the world to drive, but as you can see, I don't have any like sound deadener or nothing down. It's just sheet metal. It's awful, and you can tell the floor is creaking. It's because I did it terribly. This is a sheet of insulation and some Luan unfinished siding. That does have solar and a fantastic fan, which is it's worked great. Got a double-sized mattress in here with storage. Under this side it's the batteries, which are in a terrible spot. Got the sink and a little table. Sink goes into a little jerry can. It always stinks. This is where I fit a cooler. All these drawers open, but they don't latch. So they just kind of flop around as you drive. Terrible design, but it's a great looking desk. Curtains that Casey made. I'm showing this because this is the last time that it will be in this current setup. I'm going to strip it out. The reason for stripping it out is I got sound deadener and a rust inhibitor paint. You might be familiar with it. It's a PLR 15. It's very good stuff. It bonds to the metal and makes it like almost, it's like you can't scratch it. It's crazy stuff. It's great. So with this combination of the rust inhibitor and the sound deadener, and probably some carpet up here, not back here of course, but under the cab. So I'm gonna get to stripping this thing and see what I can reuse this wood for. You know, it's absolutely crazy how much bigger this place gets when you take so much stuff out of here. This is amazing. We have so much room for activities. So the main reason I'm doing this is, well, listen to this. Well, that's a terrible example. Hold on, let me get a good one for you. Just imagine that with that massive diesel idling. It's terrible. It's awful. Look at how good this insulation is. This did a lot of good, huh? What was I thinking? Alright, can we appreciate one thing, guys? The fact that I had this thing wired the way I did without blowing myself up or catching myself on fire. I mean, just wow. No fuses. Fuses, you don't need them. Who needs them? Safety third, right? Whatever. Had the wires running along here, just zip tied in place. There's a solar charge controller. More wires. What a mess. Ugh. Not a single fuse in sight. Hell, these batteries aren't even grounded to the chassis. Whatever. They're not even strapped down. What was I thinking? Who knows? Hello guys. I'm enjoying myself during quarantine here and having time to fix up the van. So since the last time you saw this, I gutted the van, so there's nothing left in this thing except for the interior pieces and just some bits of trash. What I did was I got Noico sound deadener. It's pretty good stuff. What it does is it absorbs vibrations and therefore stops sound waves from happening. If you want to do this stuff, make sure you get the metal roller because it actually pushes it down better instead of crappy plastic one. It doesn't do crap. So save yourself the hassle, get the metal one. What I did also was I got this carpet, and it was a piece of 6x8 carpet that Lowe's had, and they had it on markdown because they cut it and then someone didn't buy it. So I got this pretty cheap just because you have to cover this stuff. I'm going to finish up the carpet, put the passenger seat back in it, and then work my way back with the sound deadener because she is loud in here. One thing I'll say about vans, you know, they're tuna cans for sure. Pick up all the noise, especially with 35s. So this is the finished product. This came out pretty good. Had Casey come along and fix some of my seams up. But yeah, way better. This is gonna, actually, it is, oh, door's closing on me. Goodness gracious. It's windy out here today. So this is the finished product of the cabin side. I did repurpose the seat belts because previously it had lap belts and I just never felt safe in this thing. Yeah, these are out of the Red Ranger, the one I did the transformation video on, and they even matched the color. I'd not planned for that, but Ford parts in a Chevy. Uh-oh. And the passenger side is looking great. Still gotta hide these wires, but that's not a priority right now. Doghouse in, carpeted that, looks great. Same seatbelt setup. We have driven it, and the sound in this thing is it's still loud, but it's nowhere near as loud as it was. This thing was idling at about 95 decibels. Now it's around 70-ish. I mean, it's still loud, but you're not going down. For the next part of this project, I'm going to make this thing not a turd anymore. Oh wait. There we go. 410 gears.